Hey there guys, this is JesterLogic with DoubleCrossedGaming. I'm here with Zeromethanol to do a tribe descent video and look over the patch notes that were released on December the 8th. Okay.
Hey guys.
Okay, so let's have a look from the top down. Apparently the major highlights of this patch were Bella Omega's been changed, which is the map we're playing now. Which was taken off rotation for how long? Each week and a half?
Oh, more than that. 2 weeks at least.
Like that.
But I mean, is it...
Go on.
I was going to say, it's a hell of a lot nicer now anyway. I'm actually there as we speak, and they've put a bit at the bottom now where the generator is a lot more open. I just realised I'm still playing fucking Pathfinder and need to change back to something.
It's not for the second way into the generator as opposed to just dropping through the base, or as far as I know. Well, I didn't play too much in this level when it was in its previous state, so... Okay, apparently vehicles got a number of changes, although that's see later on in the patch notes as well.
I don't like Pathfinder.
A number of balance adjustments have been made, again that's below. Token prices of classes have changed, which is awesome. How much are they now? They're 9,800, aren't they?
9,800 for the most expensive ones, and I think some of them, like Pathfinder, is really cheap. Like
Pathfinder is looking at like 2,000 now?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to know how much I spent on them when they were more expensive.
To anyone who bought, I think you get token refunds.
Oh, do we? Actually, that would probably explain where I got all my tokens from.
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you get refunded for any of the tokens that you spent on them.
I just herp-derped and hit a wall.
Okay, also we got Team Deathmatch, score change. I don't care, because I don't like Team Deathmatch in Tribes games.
Nah, it seems a bit like it's defeating the point, really, doesn't it?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it sort of makes a lot of classes irrelevant.
Redundant.
Yeah, the game's designed with CPF in mind. So, hopefully they won't bother trying to put balance issues around Team Deathmatch, but we'll have to wait and see how High-Res handles that. Early, still unpolished preview of the Spectator functionality is available for testing.
Which we don't know how to use yet.
How to use, so I can't really test it yet. Well, I'll probably do a video on that at some point, just, if I can. Token game for the first win of the day has been doubled, which is nice.
That is very nice, especially for people that have just got the game. It means you can get a new class in, what, a couple of hours, really.
Do a nice, nice boost. Early versions of the mute player, report player functionality have been added, which is very nice, although I've seen a little bit of spamming of the vote kick feature and stuff like that.
Even in the beginning of this game, at least. Oh, well,
yeah.
In the last game, they were spamming it like anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep 6-7 times in a row. Fixes to prevent some disconnect of server instability, which is more than welcome, considering the servers have been practically shitting themselves for the last couple of days. Yeah, I've been getting 100 pings consistently. Pretty annoying.
I'm going to leave the generator room, there's nothing going on there.
Balance issues. This is where things start getting a bit more interesting. The Raider SMG.
Yeah! Finally! Finally fucking nerfed.
This is the only gun in the game I was genuinely annoyed when I got killed by. I felt like I was cheated. Because that gun was ridiculous. I've been playing Raider a lot today since the patch was released, and honestly it feels fine now.
Yeah, very happy with that.
If any range drop-offs is even a bit too much, but it still hits hard enough to be a viable weapon, but not too much, so that's good. Raider's assault rifle starting accuracy has been produced for it, which we played around with earlier today, and I'm in 2 minds about. To be fair, I think it's beta, you know, it's balanced. They're going to figure something out with it all. I'm of the mind that hit scan does have a place in tribes, so I think as long as the balance is right, it's not a problem.
It should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I like the range class. I like it as a chase class. Although I think it got a bit silly when it got to the point where I was joining games and there were like, you know, 7 or 8 range team. But again, it's just balance stuff. You're always going to play the class like that. Minimise projectile knockback from the Raider SMG and Doombringer's chain gun, which I'll be honest, I haven't noticed at all. Increase the explosion radius on basically every explosive gun.
Which is awesome, and mainly for the ARX changes, really.
Yeah, you like playing scramblers, so that's more of a change for you. I mean, I use spin views and stuff, but honestly, I haven't really noticed that much. If anything, I actually thought the thumper was the exact same.
Yeah.
Or, so, you know, whatever. Modest increase in projectile speeds on most of the explosive weapons, bar the mortar bullets, which is cool because
What was that?
They've done. I got another shot. They've got. They changed the moving speeds on most explosive weapons.
Yes.
As well, along with the.
Which again is awesome for the ARX because that thing was pretty hard to land a hit with, in all honesty. Oh, hey, dude.
Hello. They've done some changes to the grav cycles, such as the rocket pods, and can now be piloted by heavies, which I'm amazingly happy.
Hooray! No, heavies can actually get around the map at a relatively normal speed.
Not many people would know this, but when I first selected heavy, one of the first things I tried to do was pilot a grav cycle so I could get around a bit quicker, and I was heartbroken when I had to go. So that's been a bit happier, and the top speed and afterburner have been increased, so that's nice.
That's good.
Changes I haven't really noticed, but I also haven't played it much since this. That's increased damage and fire rate of the secondary gunner position. For those who don't know, you can get in as a gunner to the tanks. Where now?
Jesus, didn't even see that flag carrier then.
Yeah, the gunning position damage has now been increased.
Alright, cool.
Increased run over damage, although I don't think I've ever actually managed to run over the tank.
No, that, speaking of run over damage, isn't it the Juggernaut that gets a perk to reduce that?
Yeah, you get super heavy, I think. No, Bulwark, or super heavy, one or the other. One that reduces run over damage by 80%. Although, again, I've not found any vehicle to be annoying enough that I found that kind of worth using.
No,
really.
Me neither, really.
Yeah, run overs, one every kind of 100 games or so. Strike changes. Now, the strike, I've seen a lot of people complaining about balance issues on the strike. A lot of people seem to think it's too powerful, but I, for one, cannot pilot this thing for shit.
No, me neither.
I seem to just love the form when I'm flying this thing.
I seem to love absolutely anything that's I can crash into.
Anything that's solid, I tend to be attracted to in that vehicle.
Yeah.
Apparently, well, not apparently, I've seen people play it really well, and it does destroy the team. But honestly, I think it needs a bit of a nerf for its health. It needs to go down a bit easier, and I think explosives needs to knock it around. Changes need to be done to it. The apparent changes are that your sensitivity has increased, so that's mouse sensitivity on it. Cool. Your is left to right. I think MP.
Oh, did they change the top of the tower on this?
And then the damage against grounded buildings is now more forgiving, so you can basically crash a little bit easier.
Yeah, because before it was like if you tapped a building, you'd die.
If you clip something, you're pretty much fucked. I usually bail as soon as I hit something. Credits are now awarded for damaging players as well as earning accolades. Credits awarded for kills and assists have been adjusted accordingly.
There's a new vote kick system going on right now.
Okay, what else we got? Tactical strike and orbital strike now have a 30-second cooldown, which I'm not quite sure about.
No, I think that's good because it stops people just spamming.
I can see why they did it, but I don't know. I don't think it should be 30 seconds. I think maybe 10 or 15 would suffice.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure. Are they on a joint cooldown or are they on a separate cooldown? Do you know?
I think they're on the joint one actually. One way to find out. I'll go test that in a second. If I can get out of this fucking hole.
I'm not playing great because I'm trying to read at the same time, so I've got points to try it. What else we got? Orbital strike and tactical strike explosion shape extended towards upwards to encompass more area directly above the blast.
That's always good.
Yeah, and they've increased the price on both the orbital and tactical strike.
Really?
Oh, they've reduced on the orbital strike and increased on the tactical strike. So tactical's now up from 2.5 to 3.5, and the orbital's down to 10k from 15.
Yeah, because 15k for it was ridiculous, there's no point.
Yeah, it was a bit of a heavy price.
I think this guy's going to try and fumble me, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Silly bastard, saw that coming.
Resolved issues caused from the jump to lose speed while in the air. I don't actually have the jumping class, so I have no idea about that. Do you notice anything?
I'll switch to it and find out.
Well, they fixed the bugs, you probably won't notice it. And then slightly reduce the effects of the jumpers jump while at high speed, so you can't use as much of a speed boost anymore, I don't think.
No, it was pretty crap to begin with.
Really, I mean, I haven't played it. It's one of the only classes I haven't actually played at all. I didn't even mess around with it in training, so... I think we've got a guide for that coming. I think Evo was working on, or supposed to be working on. To chase him up a little bit about that.
Oh, right, cool. Yeah, and I'm doing the, fucking hell, what's it called?
Technician.
Technician. I'll be doing Technician soon.
Working on a Raider and the Infiltrator one. Spectator early preview patch notes. Work especially in the HUD, and I think you used to go in spectate mode. Again, I've console. Oh, okay, I know how to do it now. It says write the patch notes.
Does it?
Yeah, then I have to type spectate into the console. And then in console type end spectate to exit.
But we don't know how to open the console.
Oh no, I do. I just don't remember after. Although no, I'll mess around. I'll make a video on that, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll give it a test out. Give that a try. And then there's a load of things that are kind of just key bindings and everything, so that's not really relevant.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, the key bindings are useful. I mean, they changed the weapons, so you've got your primary is 1 and your secondary is 2.
Yeah.
Which is so useful if you've played any other FPS like ever.
Yeah, I mean, when I played, me and Zeromethanol used to play Team Fortress pretty hardcore. And we still do every now and then. We're not playing it as much at the minute because of Tribes, but
yeah, Tribes is done taking over our life.
But anyone who plays FPS knows very quickly on PC anyway that when you're playing FPS with number keys, you get very quick with weapon changes, and it's hard not being able to do it with weapons. You have to mouse roll and all that sort of stuff. So that's a nice little addition. They obviously listen to the community a little bit more, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that was actually my first complaint when I got this game.
Yeah, exactly.
So happy to fix that.
It didn't bug me that much, but it was one of those things that kind of annoyed me a little bit. So I noticed. I don't like noticing things in games like that, you know.
Yeah.
Something I prefer just to work. And then the additional items. You've got new first-person hands now match your third-person armor class.
Which they do not, as you can see from my screen right now.
Yeah, we've had some bugs. See, mine is working fine now.
Mine isn't.
Yeah, we've had some bugs where we're playing on Diamond Sword and we've had Blood Eagle Arms, and it's not really a big thing, but it's a bit annoying, especially when they put it in the patch because they actually fixed it, which
broke it. It was fine beforehand.
I didn't notice anything was wrong with it before, so it's a little bit annoying. Spin fuse and muzzle flashes now kick up the player. Again, I didn't really notice that before, but it's a nice little graphical touch-up, so it's good. Other additional weapon position adjustments, and adjusted all melee weapon positions on screen. Again, I haven't actually noticed that much.
I think the weapons are closer to the centre of the screen now.
Really? Hopefully, that's one thing I hope they can fix. Is like, every time, I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, whenever a patch comes out, it resets all my graphical settings to my FOV.
That is annoying.
And I play on 120 FOV, so I'm doing max out, and it resets it to 90. And it's really annoying, because 90 is playable, but there's a reason I have it set higher, which is just both my damn settings. New visual treatment of the mountain turret of fail, which I do not haven't noticed. I can have a look at it.
First down foot anyway.
Yeah, I'm more of a foot. The whole tank's nice for defense sometimes. New visual treatment for the projectiles on the ground cycle, but obviously that's because it's now
got a rocket pod, yeah?
Yeah. Fix an issue with the decal for mortar launchers looping instead of dissolving correctly. I did notice that. But again, it was made when I noticed it once or twice. Fix an issue where the Doombringer Saber launcher missile was not visible until it came closer to the victim. Now I've got a number of issues with the Saber launcher.
They fixed the targeting though, you gotta give them that.
Well, sort of. Right, let me give you a rundown here to anyone who doesn't play Doombringer. The Saber launcher up until this patch, or the patch before it if it was quite recent, was near enough unusable if there was more than one person on the map. It would jump at something targeted, it was completely useless. In fact, it's actually one of the reasons I had a comment on my Doombringer video about me not talking about the Saber launcher, and it's because when I was recording it, it was unusable. It's like it would pop up on target. It does now, it's a bit better, it's still a little bit dodgy, but now you can actually lock onto people and vehicles and stuff. I hope the balance issues with it are fixed. I think it needs a bit of speed boost when it's chasing strikes. Strikes, as far as I'm aware, can still just outrun it. Like if you're going in a straight line, it's not as fast as strike. But I can see the problem with balance there. Obviously, if you boost speed, it's going to be harder to dodge as a player. And Saber launchers, as far as I know, one-shot like classes, so...
Yeah, I was playing Pathfinder a minute ago and you shot me with a Saber launcher and that killed me.
I'm pretty sure it's always a one-hit. So I can appreciate why it's a bit hard to get the balancing on it. But again, guys, it's beta, so...
Yeah, things will change.
Especially for that. With the amount of complaining in the community about like a number of weapons, I'm sure...
Yeah, the high-res forums are ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, the high-res as game developers seem to be doing a lot of stuff people are requesting. You know, that they might not be doing it that quick, but they're definitely fixing a lot of stuff. I mean, like I said, the weapon change buttons, the Raider, not Raider, yeah, the Raider SMG, sorry, the Ranger assault rifle, you know, all this stuff. It's all been changed because people are complaining about it. The thing is, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure not to just whine about it. Please actually post constructive in the forums and they might pay more attention. But if you sit there whining like a child and screaming his scan doesn't belong in the game, and the reason for it, they're not going to listen to you. Really.
No, I believe that hit scan works quite well in the game. I mean, I don't know how many kills I've got now by switching to my pistol to finish them off.
Tribes 2 had a hit scan weapon in. It was a sniper rifle, the laser rifle, sorry.
Oh, actually, this brings me to one thing which does just kind of nibble at me a bit. The sniper, what's he called?
Sentinel.
The Sentinel's pistol. It's like it's one of the only pistols in the game which isn't hit scan, and it's a fucking laser.
All the things that should be hit scan, light. But again, that's not really big for me. It's cool. I love that pistol. But no, right, as far as I'm concerned on hit scan has a place in this game as long as it's balanced correctly. If it stays at its current balance issues, it could be a problem. But it's beta, again, it'll balance out. As High-Res have showed interest in making this have a solid competitive community.
Which is awesome.
Which will be awesome, because Tribes 2 had an amazing competitive community. I was involved a little bit in Tribes 2. I didn't play much of Star Siege, but I played a little bit, and that was just awesome. The game's evolved, guys. You can just complain them for not making Tribes 2.5. As long as they balance it, right, I don't mind. I don't want them to become dominant. I would like things like spin fuses and projectiles and stuff to still be the most dominant weapons, but you know.
They will be.
I'm sure they will be, because spin fuses are just a solid weapon. If you go with a spin fuse, you know, you can use a load of the classes, as most of them have it. And so on. And I think that's the end of the patch notes. And then one more known issue is Bale's secondary gun and particle effect are visible only to the player controlling the weapon.
Which is great, because it means that, well, it'll be fixed soon, I mean.
Yeah, they know about it. So what do you think of the current game balance at the minute?
It's not bad. I mean, the only really bad thing was the Raider SMG, but that's fixed now, so I can't really complain about that anymore.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people complaining about it today, but I don't think they realise it has been quite drastically, from what I can see. The damage has been quite drastically nerfed. I mean, when I'm playing as a Juggernaut before, I was finding it infuriating to be killed, like, you know, about a second and a half with that damn gun.
People just like to complain, though, don't they?
People do like to whine, yeah. To be fair, it is the only gun that I was complaining about as well, but it's basically you have to kind of expect things to be.
A lot of people say that the Juggernaut is overpowered. What do you reckon about that?
I think they're talking out of their asses. Put it nicely. I'm sorry, but the mortar, I don't think they need to increase the explosive radius on it, because they have in this patch. I think that's a bit of a surprise. But again, the mortar's got a crazy high skill level to it. I'm sorry, anyone who disagrees just hasn't played the class.
Especially because it doesn't detonate straight away if they're near you, right?
Exactly, yeah. I think it's about a second and a half travel time before it detonates in defense. And I'm sorry, I've got a double kill with the mid-air shot before, as that was in my video actually. Well, I think 350, 400 views with that, and it's so satisfying. If it got a nerf, it would ruin the purpose of this sort of like the heavy weapon. So you've got to be very careful when you're nerfing weapons that are. The Juggernaut's basically characterised around its mortar. You're supposed to get into a position, you're supposed to just rain death down upon the enemy base as best as you possibly can.
Yeah, especially on this map, you can just kind of sit up on the mountain ledge.
Exactly.
With your new grab cycle to get there.
Right up here and I'll just strut my stuff. Like Shazam! Grab cycle! Shazam!
Did you just... No, I thought you just picked that up as a heavy then.
I have got fast scan. That's quite satisfying. No, general balance I'm quite happy with, and I'm quite happy to stay with it. I think there's one or two things that need buffing and nerfing. I'd like to see... I'm not sure. I think the Technician SMG would need a tiny bit of a damage increase, but the range on it needs to stay the same, because it's near enough unusable at any sort of decent range at the minute, because angry is pretty horrible. But the problem with Technician at the moment is that when you first start playing it and you're going to have one turret, and without any perks or anything, it's not very formidable. If you get in a fight, you're near enough through to kill the person, even 7 comes with the weapon.
I've got no skills on my technician right now, so I'm gonna have to get some before I start recording.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's much like the engineer in Single Fortress. For anyone who plays it, imagine if you had a engineer who could only use mini sentries, and then expecting them to defend things. You know, it all level 1 sentries even that works. You know, it's still a bit iffy. The Sentinel sniper rifle I'd like to see changed a little bit. I'd like to see maybe having a bigger delay between shots. I think it's far too easy to spread. I would like to see it made into a projectile weapon, honestly, but I don't really mind either way on that.
And you said that the shotgun seems different now, or?
Right, yeah. Okay, apparently, but somewhere between you making your video and me playing the shotgun is hitting really hard.
In all fairness, I reckon I was just using it shit.
I don't know. See, like, I two-shot people with that gun from like reasonable range. It seems really well balanced. It seems good. You know, it seems strong. It's like a strong secondary weapon, which what Pathfinder needs when they got a very low health.
How is this tank doing?
One thing that also bugged me about the infiltrator class is that his silent pistol is a projectile weapon. It's not a hit scan.
Oh, I'm a tit. I just did a bombardment and threw into my own bombardment. Like a boss.
But no, yeah, the infiltrator's SMG. For anyone who hasn't played an infiltrator, the SMG is not. The SMG is a hit scan weapon. And hit scan, if anyone doesn't know, is a weapon that, as you click, hits the exact location you clicked, or hits a location instantly.
Yeah, that travels instantly.
Yeah. Whereas their pistol is not. It's a projectile weapon. And I would rather either they're both projectile or they're both hit scan. Because it seems a bit silly to me that an SMG is a hit scan and its pistol isn't. Really. I don't know if that's just me, but it niggles at me a little bit. Anything else? Any other balance issues you're thinking of?
I think that's it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Doombringer chain gun needs a bit of a buff. That thing is stupidly hard to get any kills with, unless the person's flying in a dramatically straight line.
Yeah, it's not easy. Maybe you need to increase the projectile speed a bit on it.
Yeah, either needs projectile speed, maybe fire rate, so fire's a little bit faster. The thing is, I've seen, again, with balance, you have to make sure that they can't just destroy anyone who manages to stand still, even though you should encourage stationary targets. Like, for example, if I was playing Doombringer and a Juggernaut decides to come to my base, unless he hits me with a mortar, I've got him, because you can't escape as a heavy from the Doombringer. Also, slight annoyance. His name is Doombringer. I was talking about this, I was like,
no, don't even go into that.
He doesn't bring the doom.
The doom comes to him.
He's like a postal person. He's like a postman.
Oh, man.
Who in fact does not bring the post. He just waits for you to go to the post office, you know?
No,
that's not post.
I don't think this is a valid point, in all fairness.
I think it's a perfectly valid point. I think the name needs changing.
to the what exactly the
Doom Custodian.
The Doom Custodian. Oh Jesus.
But no, apart from that, I think honestly I'm quite happy with how the game's going at the minute. The Ranger nerfs made the Ranger feel a little bit more balanced.
You know,
apart from that, pretty happy.
We totally shouldn't have recorded on this map. This map is horrible for like frames per second.
Also, and about this map, like this is probably my least favourite in the game by far.
There's not enough skiing in it.
It doesn't flow well at all, as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, other people might disagree. I mean, unless you're a light class, as someone who plays Juggernaut a lot, it's painful to get around this level. Other than unless you're lucky and manage to start at the top and ski down, but even then, cheers for that.
Where did it even come from?
Yeah,
you bastards.
Anything else?
Nope. Just want to kill this git.
What video are you working on then?
I'm working on
Technician.
Technician, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be working on an infiltrator and a raid one, at least one of which we've done over the next few days. If you guys have any preference, feel free to throw in the comments. I haven't really started on either.
Yeah, so keep your eyes out, guys, and keep your eyes out.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open, guys.
Spread the word. Spread the word DoubleCrossed.
Yeah, we'll see you soon with some new videos.
Yeah, and if you want to play this, guys, feel free to add us any friends to come jump in the game with us. We don't mind. I've added a couple of the guys that, you know.
Yeah, just add JesterLogic or Zeromethanol. I think they're both one word.
That's all. So we'll see you next time. We'll probably do one of these like whenever there's a major patch.
Alright.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
See you next time. Cheers, guys.
See you guys. Bye.